tell you what I personally think about whether Federer is unconsciously cocky or not. And I'm going to explain what this unconscious cockiness does, how it hurts his game. Okay, people, I do believe Federer, like I said, I don't believe Federer is consciously very cocky. I mean, I think Kyrgios is, but I think Federer is already more mature. He's older now. He's almost 37. He's 37 in next week or next couple weeks or something like that. And he's already let that go, and he's learned from the past. But I do think he still has a little bit of unconscious cockiness. And people, that can be even worse as far as hurting you. Let me explain to you why. Because people, first of all, if something is unconscious, you may not be aware that you still have it. Okay? Unless you just really, unless you got a sports psychologist that just point this out and you have a session with your sports psychologist and the tennis prophet is your sports psychologist, and I just point that stuff out to you. But people, listen here. So I do believe Federer is still a little, I said a little, not a lot, unconsciously cocky. And people, let me tell you something about that unconscious thing. You may say, well, Magic Man, how do you know this? What does it do? How does it show? People, I'm going to tell you what it affects. It affects the level, like, because see, what does cockiness do? Cockiness, you think you got it won. So on an unconscious level, what'll happen is you'll be playing at a high level, whack somebody 6-0, the way Federer did on one of the opponents in the Wimbledon, and then your level will swing back because your unconscious mind is saying something negative like, you don't have to play hard. You don't, people, you know one thing, okay, people, that's another thing. Yeah, we know Federer has a beautiful game, a fluid game, and his game doesn't look like Nadal's or the Djokovic. But people, and that's good, the fluidness, we don't have a problem with that. But people, one thing about cocky people, and whether it's conscious or unconscious cockiness, it makes you not want to get dirty and play hard. You know the way Nadal get down, get dirty. Let's think if Federer was that way. And you know how the Djokovic, y'all see when the Djokovic beat Nadal in the semifinals of the Wimbledon, you see the Djokovic, he took every point seriously. He played hard on every point. See, the Djokovic, when he's in the match, the Djokovic may be, I don't know if he's cocky outside, but when the Djokovic is playing, the Djokovic used to be really cocky. The reason why the Djokovic is so great now, he put aside all that cocky stuff, all that old silly. The Djokovic, man, he put aside all that cockiness now, and he plays and stay in the point. He, instead of focusing on being cocky, the Djokovic focused on totally winning every point. And y'all saw that against the Dow. He's back playing like the Djokovic. So what it does, that unconscious cockiness that I think Federer still has, it affects his level, and it makes your level unstable. Okay? And I mean, you know, I can't say too much more about it, but it is, I do think that's a weakness that people can't explain. Why does, I know levels can drop for other reasons, but I think Federer's level sometimes trips because there is a little bit of unconscious cockiness going on, and there could be a little bit of conscious cockiness. And so that's just something. Listen, people don't have to believe this. You can take this however you want to take it, you know, but it's just something to throw out to explain just why Roger Federer, big fan, plays the way he does sometimes. I mean, obviously, it didn't keep him from getting 20 majors, but I do think if he didn't have the conscious cockiness back in the day, he probably would have definitely over 25 majors now. And if he didn't have it, the unconscious cockiness now, he probably would have won the Wimbledon this year. Who knows? Okay. All right. He probably definitely wouldn't have lost against Kevin Anderson. We don't know if he would have beat the Djokovic. We don't even know if Federer would have beat Kevin Anderson. Would the Djokovic have beaten Nadal? We don't know how all that stuff bounces off one thing. If one person beat this guy, then the other guy doesn't beat this guy. And then Federer goes out and then the Djokovic gets really confident. How do we know what would have happened? But definitely, I can say this here and I'm going to end the video. The unconscious cockiness, we know cockiness, conscious cockiness is not good. But But the unconscious cockiness, even if it's a little, that can hurt you. And that's not a good thing. Okay, people? Tennis preacher, tennis prophet, tennis psychic. Have a good one.
Last one right here. Here we go. Can I dance?